Senate suspends Senator Natasha for 6 months after accusing Akpabio of sexual harassment. My dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, going on into the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. The Senate has suspended Senator Natasha Akpabio for 6 months following her sexual harassment allegations against Senator President Godswill Akpabio. Sarah reporters earlier reported that the Senate Committee on Ethics and Public Petitions had recommended a 6-month suspension for Senator Natasha Akpabio over alleged violations of the Senate standing rules. The committee also called for the suspension of her salary, allowances, and those of her legislative aides, while also withdrawing her security escort. Chairman of the committee, Senator Nedal Imaswen, presented the recommendation on Thursday, stating that Natasha's actions had brought the Senate and its presiding officer into disrepute. That the Senate should suspend Senator Natasha for 6 months for her violations of the Senate Standing Rules 2023 as amended, for bringing the Senate President, presiding officer, and the Senate in general to public disgrace, Imaswen declared. The committee further stipulated conditions for any reconsideration of the suspension. For the Senate to consider lifting the suspension or to reduce the tenure, Senator Natasha shall submit a written apology before reconsideration by the Senate, the committee's recommendation read. The suspension is set to take effect from March 6, 2025 and comes with additional restrictions. That the suspension of Natasha should take effect from 6th March 2025 from legislative activities forthwith. That our office should be locked up for the duration of her suspension and she hands over all Senate properties in her possession to the Clerk of the National Assembly. That for the duration of her suspension, she cannot come close or be seen within the vicinity of the National Assembly, including staff. That her salaries and allowance, including those of her legislative aides, should be suspended, and withdrawal of all security details for the duration of her suspension, the committee recommended. The Ethics Committee's recommendation comes just hours after it dismissed a sexual harassment petition filed by Senator Natasha against Senate President Godswill Akpabio, declaring it dead on arrival. During Wednesday's plenary, the committee ruled that the petition was inadmissible due to procedural violations. The petition presented today is actually dead on arrival. I am saying that because it runs contrary to Order 40, subsection 4, which states that no senator should present a petition signed by him or herself. That person has signed it personally, makes it inadmissible before this committee, the Ethics Committee ruled. Supporting the committee's decision, the Senate Chief Whip emphasized that the petition had no legal standing. Section 40, subsection 4 also says no senator shall personally sign a petition. It is not about the committee taking a decision. It is about whether the petition is ripe to be referred to the committee. Mr. Senate President, you are being emotional because you don't want to be seen as trying to stop this allegation. You even allowed it to be referred. The Senate holds that the petition is not competent to stand before the Senate. That is the issue, he added. Earlier on Wednesday, Senator Natasha, who represents Kogi Central, submitted a petition accusing Senate President Akpabio of sexual harassment. However, The Ethics Committee dismissed it outright, paving the way for a suspension recommendation. My dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. And now, before I go, a quick one here. The judiciary has done it again. This is just common bribery. I believe the justice is not being made at all. And now that Natasha has been suspended, would that solve anything? Instead of them to stop the man that has been constituting nuisance all this while. Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.